Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee or a delicious menu item while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Come by and say hello to Maui. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
And good evening, everybody. I am RJ Carter, Senior Managing Editor here at CriticalBlast.com.
And I'm Arnold, and I don't do nothing but shows, so I don't have no responsibility at all.
And we are here to, why are you here?
To tell everybody Merry Christmas tonight, because I got to go to bed early, because I'm only 9 years old. But George is going to be here, and he's going to talk about Joe King, and I can't wait to meet Joe King. It's going to happen sometime, right?
Well, Joe's kind of pricey.
What do you mean, Tracy?
I mean, he costs a lot of money.
You don't think? You take money from me? My whole world is wrecked.
Okay, well, why don't you just just go lay down over there, go to bed, and let me do the show tonight, okay?
Whatever. This sucks. I don't ever get to do nothing.
Well, you got to do that. Anyway, welcome everybody to the show. Tonight we have no topic. We have no reason for being here tonight. And when I have no reason to talk about anything, it's always best to do that with my friend George Peter Gatsis. George, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm ready to talk about nothing.
We are the Seinfeld of podcasts tonight. Yes, Mr. Yanaturi. Yes, the puppet is alive. More so than you might imagine. There's magic in the puppet. You ever see that movie, George?
Which one?
Magic. Who's the guy who played Hannibal Lecter?
Anthony Hopkins?
Anthony Hopkins, one of his earlier films, where the ventriloquist dummy was alive and killing people.
Chucky?
No, not Chucky. I'll find a copy of it. Meanwhile, yes, Mike, we are all waiting on the world to change. We've got 5 more days to do it. 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Next week, we get a new year. Pops, hey, there was your appearance. So you were not teased. Marmalade was there. He does look good sitting next to Joe King in that picture too. Well, you like old movies, George. That's what you're doing on your channel all the time now, it seems.
Well, they're not really old. They're just forgotten.
Yeah, but they're good.
Well, yeah, it takes a little effort to spiff them up, give them a little shoe polish, so that way they present well. Yeah, a lot of the movies are just bland. Yeah, you look at it and you kind of fall asleep real quick because the image is terrible, and why would you want to sit there and that one?
Yeah. That's Anthony Hopkins with hair. That's how old that was.
Yeah, okay, I remember that movie.
Yeah, that was
I don't know what it's called, but I do remember
it's called Magic.
Movie.
It's called Magic. It's one word title. Yeah. But yeah, that's a fun. But the movies you're showing, they're seminal in some level or another, because we're seeing these movies didn't last, but what they inspired was almost eternal. Ghost in the Invisible Bikini immediately springs to mind because everything about that was Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah,
before Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, and Things to Come, 1935. H.G. Wells. The third act is basically Krypton. I mean, just everything about the third act is Krypton. It's ridiculous how, um, and then just most recently we watched what's it called, Jungle Girl. Okay, now here's how crazy this is. Jungle Girl, 1941. She, 1935. The
Okay.
Phantom, 1942, 41. Right.
Yeah.
Um, what do all these movies have in common?
Jungles.
No, they have key elements that appear in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Ah, okay.
The Jungle Girl, the water bursting through the caverns and then coming jettisoning out of the cliff. That's Jungle Girl, and you're gonna love this. In the Phantom, almost shot for shot, the bridge scene at the end. It was ridiculous. I mean, everything. When you're like look on the bridge looking down, it looks like thousands of feet, in the air. But then when you're like far away looking at it perpendicularly, it's like 50 feet. I mean, you can jump that.
Oh yeah. I couldn't jump it, but somebody
I know. You can survive the fall, right?
Yeah.
It's. I mean, the shots were exactly the same, and then of course the entire ritual in Indiana Jones is basically a copy and paste out of the She movie. It's like, oh my god.
Well, it's like code. We instead of trying to write new code, we try to find somebody who's already done it and then repurpose it. It's reusable scenes.
I hypothesize, maybe it's a few years down the line, I will find enough of these old movies to reference that I will just literally cut Indiana Jones movie or Temple of Doom movie with every reference that's out there.
Yeah, just cut the audio for Indiana Jones, set it aside, put all the clips together, and then throw the audio back over the top of it and just re-release it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not a single shot of Harrison Ford in this film, but this is the Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, but this is an Indiana Jones movie. Everything about it. Here it is.
Yeah. Oh, well, the other week, George, I did this stream where I was showing all the Indiegogo projects and what I'd gotten and what was late and what wasn't late. Because it was, I felt like people were getting a bad rap about late comics. Like, some do, but overall, I was getting, what I had paid for. But I had forgot to touch on the Indiegogo stuff. So I pulled up my Indiegogo list, and so far not bad, but there are some things I haven't got yet. Some of them have been shipped, it says, but I just haven't seen them. But this is my list. Now I just bagged Zadar the Savage, and it hasn't even it's not done yet. So we'll wait on that one. But I'll go to the bottom and work my way up because that's a little bit more reasonable. I got my Common America, I got my Terror Witch of the Black Rose, Super Cat, Slowpokes, Punchline. Here's one I didn't get yet. That was supposed to deliver in April. The Bite of Brenna Barlow #2, London Calling. And that was a chunk of change tossed on that one. So
that sounds unusual.
Yeah, I'd like to get that. Omni is another one that I didn't get. Only $15, but still I didn't get. Now I remember Omni because the creator was, while the campaign was open and in his last 2 weeks, he went in the hospital, and I believe he had to have a leg amputated.
What?
Yeah, he was. It was a serious hospital thing. So he doesn't know I did it because I didn't come out and tell him. But I was pushing this campaign every single day, multiple times on my channel, to get it funded. So that because it was his book, and he couldn't do anything. He's losing a limb. Uh, but then he came out of the hospital. I'm like, hey, you're funded.
So this is the case of losing a limb for your work.
I guess so. I don't know why he lost it, but when he came back out, he didn't finish it. Now we just got an update a couple days ago, I think, on it. So something's happening on it, but it was supposed to be delivered in March of 2021. Don't got it. I think everything else though I've got, my Miskatonic Highs always come out on time.
That guy's
he's a machine.
Yeah, he's a machine.
Hey Vicky, good to see you. I didn't see. I don't pay enough attention to the chat, and I apologize for that. I really should watch it more carefully. But my big monitor is over here where I'm showing the shared screen, so I'm like looking this way, and the chat is over here. So I miss things sometimes. Impossible 2.
Slacker.
Yeah, I know. I would never make it in the world of professional television production or even radio, for which I had a little bit of training. Let's see, Impossible 2. I really liked Impossible 2. That was a Carl Kiesel and company did that one. Fun book. All the Bloom books always come out on time. Sister Mercy, I got that one. Joel, I just got recently. I'll go ahead and say it was on time. I think it was a couple months late, but let's see. Trekker, Ron Randall's book. Fingers crossed. It's due next month.
Oh yeah. I backed that. I remember that book back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was a great indie series. Groundbreaking in a lot of ways. Because she's a lesbian character, and in the 80s that wasn't something you did. Something you saw, except in the indies. So it was interesting then, and it's hopefully just as interesting now. Niobe Origins, Canadian, $40, so it's not real money. That's not going to be out till February. Not worried about that being on time at all. Cookies and Scream I just got. Great Cyclopean. All those issues always come out on time. Pocus Hocus on time. They're getting ready to launch issue 3. See, this says it's estimated delivery January 2022. I've got it already. So I don't think I've got Ego Raven. I'm going to have to check. I might have the digital, but I don't think I have this one yet. And it was due in October. And then everything else I think is, I just got the last Bloom. Painkiller Jane hasn't come yet. That's a month late. It's Jimmy Palmiotti's book.
Yep.
The next Impossible Jones isn't due till March. Human Hunters, February. The next Great Cyclopean, they're waiting for fun information from me, I guess. That one just barely funded. I was anxious on that one. Pistol Fist, I like. That would come out in March. That's a Revolutionary War story right there. A freed slave who has a gun for a prosthetic arm, put there by Ben Franklin. So,
oh wow,
go figure.
Cool. That's news to me.
Oh yeah, who did that? J.S. Earls did that one. I'll bring it up because the cover I picked I thought was really super cool. 96 pages. Yes, there was a digital. So you missed the digital. I didn't want to see the updates. I wanted to see the actual campaign. Will you show me the campaign now that it's done? Yeah, I thought the covers were cool looking. He's the mask is the flag of the ship that he was on when he lost his arm, and the eyepieces here are different sizes because they were bullet holes that went through the flag, and he just kind of wrapped it around his head and tied it in the back.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember this.
It's gonna be fun. Anyway, I guess for the most part, I've just proven everybody right that Kickstarter campaigns do on the whole fulfill more regularly than. Okay, here's what I've learned: Kickstarter campaigns fulfill on a more frequent basis better than Indiegogo does. But when they're late, they're later then my Indiegogo ones are late. They go on a lot longer late. They go on later a lot longer once they do go late. If that makes any sense.
No, not really.
Okay, so like when a Kickstarter campaign goes late, it's like over a year. and
Okay, gotcha.
But when Indiegogo goes late, it's like a couple of months. Cyberfrog accepted all the time, of course, because I remember when Cyberfrog was going to come out last Christmas, and this is this Christmas. Just like, if Yanafui's still out there, you could probably do a video for, last Christmas I gave you my pledge, but I got no frog.
I was just thinking about that,
Yeah. Oh, that is what a co-host is for. You're right, Pops. That's why my guests are my best co-hosts, because they drive the show. I know I sure don't. And hail Robert Roberts, good to see you in the chat. You are the other digital guy. Every time I have somebody on, all year long, and thank you everybody for making this show what it's been. I know we're the least watched show in comic book crowdfunding.
Well, we're doing not bad. I'm looking at the watching now is 16 people.
Well, yeah, but I went to Walmart and I got like 14 disposable phones, and they're just kind of all lined up here.
That makes sense.
That's what I figured I'd do something, Once it's time to pay the bill on them, that number's going to go right back down. But I tell you what, the most fun I've had this year, George, has been the shipping and the fulfilling. I have to, I do this whole blood donation thing regularly, and I have to take my blood pressure. And I tell you that what I do, because one time my pulse was high, and they're like, "Oh, we got to wait 5 minutes. Something's wrong here." I'm like, "Oh, I was doing something beforehand." I sit there and I imagine folding Gemini mailers, the crease, the fold, the flip, over, crease, fold, flip, over, and my blood pressure just goes, and everything's fine.
Seriously?
That's my zen. That's my zen. I say I need 16 of these particular packages: book, bag, sticker, patch. Lay it down, fold, seal, over, wrap it in tape, throw it in the bag. I don't have to think, and I'm just stacking up packages. I don't have any packages here for. I have a few left to do for Rich Parada's Incontesti #2, and it's frustrating because he's got like five people left that I've got to fulfill for. RJ, why haven't you fulfilled 5 packages? Because apparently Indiegogo will allow you to pledge and not take your shipping information.
What?
I have 5 people with with backer numbers, mind you. They pledged. No shipping information. Completely blank all the way across. No phone number. Had an email address. So I've been emailing over and over and over. And then I started going to Twitter and looking for names and found a couple. And I went to Facebook and I found a couple. I'm like, oh, there's the name, and they've friended Rich Parada. So got to be the right person. So I'm down to just 4 or 5 of them now that need to be put together. But normally, once I get the books in and I have a list, I crunch the data on one night to get everything put together. And then the next night, I've got everything put together to go out in the mail the following morning. I don't, if your books are late, that come through me, it's not because I sat around and did nothing while they were here.
Wow, okay. All I can say is wait until I send you the oversized books, the trading cards, the original art, and the spaceships. Yeah, you're gonna have fun.
I know I will. But the thing is like I'm going to take that data and I'm going to say I'm going to put an item in each column: book 1, book 2, spaceship, whatever it is, and then I'm going to run it through SQL Server and get all geeky with it, because that's what I do, and have it shove it all together in a sorted list. Kick it back out, sort that list up and down, and say, okay, the first 25 people get book 1, and that's all they wanted.
You know what? I'm not even going to send you the list of the customers. You
Just make me look them all up.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure it all out. You got to have.
I got experience with it now.
Yeah, you got to have to send out surveys and focus groups and hire private investigators. There you go.
Yeah. So I have a pledge here for a Bob Smith. Are you the Bob Smith that pledged on Joe King? Because I got the book here if you want it. Let's see here. This is, speaking of oversized books, that's chapter 1. I don't want chapter 1. Yeah, I got. Okay. I'm out of chapter 2 hardcovers, so they've all been fulfilled, thankfully. This is the chapter 2 soft cover for Rich Parada's In Contesti. I'm going to give us the fatter screens for just a minute, even though I don't normally like them. Because Pops brought up the fact that his granddaughter is published in this book, and indeed she is. She got some fan art in here. This is, look at that, Sophia Blaine. Did a picture of In Contesti.
That's cool.
As did Oliver Tate. He's got his picture in there. So very well done, guys. And this is a good sized book here. If you backed it, you definitely got your money's worth on it. But please, when you back something, make it easy for us to get it to you. Don't just say, "Dear Santa, I want this book." Tell us where you live. You're going to make sure, though, that your date is clean, right, George?
Well, everyone gets 2 books. That's a given. A few people asked. Everyone gets a spaceship. That's a given. A few people asked for trading cards, so that's going to be the sticking point. The trading cards and the extra original art. That's the only thing that's going to slow you down. But there's not a lot of people who asked for the trading cards than the original art.
And your trading cards were like puzzle cards, weren't they?
Yeah, you're going to have to put 54 trading cards in sleeves of 6 sheets of 9 cards per sleeve. Okay,
so that begs the question. While I've got you on the line here, customer of mine, client, person who wants me to ship their stuff, because in case y'all didn't figure it out, I'm going to be shipping and fulfilling on this. How would you like those cards to be shipped out? Do you want them pre-paged?
Yeah, just take the 54 cards, slip them into the. Actually, you know what? No. That won't work. I think there will have to be.
They could shift in shipping.
Wrapped in a single. Like a what do you call it? Like a stack. Wrapped in a single stack.
Okay. 54 cards. I bet I could get card boxes. Like you would put a deck of cards in and just go close it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have 54 cards is pretty thin. I think I'm pretty sure it's pretty thin, and it won't interfere with the. But then again, 6 flats, 6 what do you call Fleer trading cards slip cases, 9 cards per sheet. Would be flatter than just a 54 stack.
It would be, yeah, but I don't think anybody's getting just that. So we'll see. I think a box of cards, like it's going to be like a deck of playing cards that thickness, could probably fit in the corner somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is a deck of playing cards, right? 54. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even thought about it.
52 plus 2 jokers. Come on.
Exactly.
Take those things back to press right now, George, and get suits and numbers around the corners. We can be playing poker with Joe King cards.
You know what? It's not too late. I can just.
He's gonna do it.
I can flick the switch. It's not too late. I never even thought about it.
You've got a full set. Uh,
Son of a
so
gun.
it was meant to be. Um, you can come up with like you could come up with an old maid game, and it's all the characters from Joe King, and you'll have two of every character, but only one Joe. Well, wait a second, because nobody wanted to be the old maid. Does nobody want to be Joe? Who's the character in your universe nobody wants to be?
Oh, I don't know. Never even
Okay.
thought about it. Well, there is two Joe Kings in the book, the blue one and the red one.
See, now that's a plot point that I did not ever see.
Well, he the origin of the red one happened in book one.
I'm gonna have to go back to it now.
Yeah.
So it's like the Red Hulk.
Sort of. It was a revenge. The big bad in book one, his revenge was to destroy the universe. So he split Joe into two beings, and if those two creatures, Joe and the blue Joe and the red Joe, ever touched, they would destroy the universe.
Okay, which
So the a nice lady ripped them as far apart as possible. The red Joe went to the end of time, and the blue Joe went to the beginning of time.
can't get further apart than that.
Yeah.
But Pops won some comics last night on Don Shin's stream, apparently. X-Men 138, which I have no idea what that is. Machine Man.
Oh,
6.
yeah. That's 137 is the death of Jean Grey, and Phoenix.
Oh, really?
And 138 is when Cyclops leaves the X-Men.
Okay, I can see that cover in my head now. He's got the knapsack over his back, and he's walking out with his head down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So that's a great key issue.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, it's the first time I saw, a comic book with all the covers of previous issues. I'm going like, that is cool. I like to know how that was done. And then a couple of days later, somebody in the print world that I lived in at the time, growing up in print. They said, "Oh yeah, we took a stack." They would take a stack camera of all this, paste it together, take another stat, and then paste it over, onto the artwork. And lo and behold, I actually was able to see X-Men 138 cover, photographs of it many, many, many years later. I go like, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Cool. Very cool. Now I've got to look it up. X-Men 138. I can find my keyboard. I know it's under my fingers here, but I'm not looking at it. 38. Take a look at this. Okay. Yeah. Images. See, this is why I pull the images up first and then I share the screen, because I've got the first thing that comes up when I look for X-Men 138 is this Marvel Comics X-23 original art, with her shirt pulled up over her
That's
adamantium boobies. So let's just go to here, and we'll open this image in a new tab. So it's just the image. Well, now it's just a postage stamp. I don't want that one. I hate that. It's like half the screen on. Okay, here. This. Any adamantium boobies on the screen now? No. Okay. So yeah, you're seeing all these images in the back here.
Yeah, that's it. Isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous. It shows you all that history that he's walking away from now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The ones I like were always the Infinity covers. Those just freaked me out, where somebody's holding the comic book that you're holding, and the image on the comic book is them holding the comic book that he's holding, and it just kind of
yes.
Like, did they like literally redraw that, or because in Photoshop it's easy?
No. It was a reduction in the camera shot, then they pasted it. A reduction again, then they pasted it. it's that's what usually happens
Okay, because
if they're clever enough.
yeah. Now, see, one of yours, if you were to do that, you render everything. You could probably get, you know,
I can actually do the Infinity cover. You
yeah.
know,
I'm just
you know,
wondering.
now that you mention it, you know, I'll bring up an image. Give me a
Do
second.
that.
Let me see.
Do that. I was just wondering if there's like a point where it's impossible to do and or see anymore. Sort of like, you know, how many times can you fold a piece of paper?
7 times.
Yeah. You'd think you could fold it more, but you just can't.
7's the magic number.
I thought 3 was the magic number.
No. 7.
Oh,
When it comes to folding, it's 7 is the magic number.
okay.
Yes, indeed. All right, so I'm bringing this up. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what it means to be, you know, vector.
I'm clicking.
All right.
All
so
right.
so what you're seeing here is one of the panels in this. Oh, put us to the side so that way we don't interfere with the image.
Oh, sure. Like
Yeah.
that.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. So this is you know the narrative to this panel is that the behemoths are coming, and the storm is the harbinger of their appearance. And see this little thing right here that I'm circling?
That little bumps on the horizon.
Right there. That little thing
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
That's the rover, right? The rover.
Okay.
All right. So this is the panel, and that's the rover. Now, since it's vector, I'm gonna slowly zoom in.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be able to do this with their comic book. Look at this. Now you can see the rover. I swear to God, I was just talking about you doing this yesterday. I said, and there'll be a driver in the car, and then you zoom in, and the driver's holding a can of Coke, and you zoom in, and there's an ant crawling on the Coke can. Yeah, that's an insane amount of detail that nobody's going to appreciate, man.
And if you pull back out, and this is just a panel on the page. That's the panel.
Okay, so now the background. Is that the original background that you drew, or have you recreated that?
No. This is additional work. This is This is
Okay.
the polish that I've been working on. Well, because the book is going to be pushed to January instead of December because of the
Shipping.
The shipping cost is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
They'll drop after Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking this moment to just look at it over again for the 700th time, and then go like, you know what, I can put a little extra spit polish here and there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now is that the? I mean, that was a brilliant example of zooming in onto tiny little
and here's the behemoths.
Okay. Now they weren't in that picture.
All right. Here's the behemoths. That's the follow the storm. Oh, by the way, if you look right here.
Okay, I see orange and pink, and that's just the orange and pink line meeting. What? Wait a second. Now there's something there. Holy cow! Look at this. There's treads on the tire. Okay, so what's the most extreme use of this that you've ever done on this book?
Oh, somebody asked me to pass on some secret information. It was a client back, I don't know.
It's a microdot.
30 years ago, at least 30 years ago, 25. Yeah, 25 years ago. Somebody said, I need you to tell me how to pass on information to someone confidentially. The information, it is going to be inspected, right?
Yep.
And I said, okay, well, I can create for you a vector or piece of work, so, just a piece of art, and I can hide your message, uh, like that little buggy there, right?
Right.
I can hide it in there, but to such a degree that you'll never see it. You'll never even if you're looking at it, you'll never see it. Even if you're looking straight at it, you'll never know that there's a secret message in the piece of art. Even if you're zoomed in, you'll never know there's a secret message in the piece of art.
Oh, okay.
And
Now I'm intrigued. I figured you would
and,
just zoom in far enough.
and he said, you go, yeah. And he goes, what about if they do optical reading? I go, it's all art. They won't be able to optical read the artwork.
Yep.
And the optical reader, it reads on a specific resolution. This is millions of times smaller than the optical reader resolution.
Okay, so how would they get the message? Because now I gotta know.
So he typed out the message. I made the message into a vector file, and then I shrunk the message to such a degree, like this buggy here, and then I put it at the tip of one of the edges of a tree pine cone.
Okay.
Like a needle, a tree needle.
Yeah.
So they would have to know exactly which tree needle to go to, and then click on the little speck at the end of the needle, and then enlarge it by 1,000 times, a couple of times,
Wow.
and then you'll be able to read the message.
And like you said, it's art, so they couldn't run a program over it and say look for text.
Yeah, because it looks for raster files, it looks for bitmap files, not vector files. The optical reader does not know how to interpret vector files.
That's like something out of Mission Impossible here.
It was. They also asked me back then. He goes, on a technical level, how would you be able to hide information? This was for a story. This is another client, a completely different client from Hollywood. He
Okay.
said, okay, the office is being raided, and the guy has a piece of information. How is he able to get this information out without being noticed by the I think it's the FBI or CIA, whoever's raiding the company, right? I said, okay, great. You put on a USB card, the thinnest, smallest USB card you can. And he goes, okay, yeah. Then you pop the back of your phone, your watch, right?
Right.
Pull the guts out of the watch. Because the USB stick at that time was cumbersome. I said, pull the guts out of the phone. So put the USB stick in there. Close the watch. Sorry, gut the watch. Put the USB stick in there. Close it up. Put it on your wrist, and then just walk out the door.
Now, of course, now they probably have watches that have a USB outlet that you can plug in and store things on your watch.
It's irrelevant this time around. Now it's like, in today's age, we're talking about 10 years ago that I was asked by a Hollywood producer, so they can put it in their story. Over 10 years ago. Well, now it's more like, okay, you just upload to the cloud and then destroy the phone.
Yeah, there you
go. That's it. What are they going to do? Well, we need to know what we can't look at your history because the phone's destroyed.
Yep. And it's in the cloud, and we have no way. There's got to be a way to track things in the cloud somehow. Somebody's got to be able to do it.
Well, there's the guy from New Zealand. Was a Mega Upload guy.
Yeah.
He stood a chance of making stuff anonymously. You know what? Here's something interesting. Skype. in the early years of Skype,
Right.
it was completely anonymous. There was a piece of technology in Skype where it would actually say you were using it and I was using it. Skype would actually track the number of bounces between you and I. So technically, if we have a secure line in Skype, or the early days of Skype, it would say, okay, there's 3 bounces between you and I. Okay, that's a secure connection. But if there's more than 3 bounces, then somebody's listening in. It's not a secure connection.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and the government didn't like it, so they threatened the creators of Skype, and they had to remove that feature. No, seriously,
That's why we can't have nice things.
the government inspects all. Not a lot of people know this, but the government inspects all communication apps, and if they can't get a complimentary backdoor, they will demand it, and if they won't get what they want, they will shut down the service.
Even though they're not supposed to spy on their own citizens.
It's all bullshit.
Of course it is.
But of course, what I'm talking about is opinion, not fact.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Don't go hacking our streams, government. Fine, George. He's Canadian. You can't extradite him. Yeah. It's just a cloud. It's just a cloud.
Yeah.
See, I was going to think that I figured that you would say you hid the text as the lines of artwork, sort of like, the border on the business card in that Tim Allen Santa Claus movie.
No, that's silly. That's such a silly thing to do. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me show you another panel that I've been polishing up. I actually redid this panel.
Okay. She's a little woman.
I wasn't happy with the composition. So
sure.
I moved her a little more to the left. I moved him a little bit to the right, and I moved the suit forwards in the composition. Just a little spit polish here and there.
Yeah. Oh. Well, George, what are your plans for Christmas, man?
I'm going to be streaming over 24 hours of the best of the first season of the Friday shows and Saturday shows. And I have a really great surprise for everyone. The Fleischer Superman cartoons.
Yeah.
I have, you know what? I'm going to share one right now.
Oh, we're going to get to watch Superman.
I'm going to share the opening of it. You're gonna go, what? Wait, what is this?
Because they're okay for the folks in the audience. The Superman cartoons are public domain, but the music on top of them has been renewed for copyright because it's gotten used in other things, which makes it a renewed copyright. If you use the Superman theme in a totally unrelated movie, guess what? It's copyrighted to that movie now.
Yeah. So I stripped all that out. I stripped all that out. Give me a sec. Let me set this up, and then you can share my screen. Okay.
So everybody, y'all can sit back. Now, are you going to do this Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Tomorrow. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Tune in to George Peter Gatsis's.
Yeah. It will be on loop, so you can have this as a background. Something to listen to while you're having festivities and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's going to be a really epic playlist. Epic, absolutely epic.
And thank you, Herwinberg, for putting the link out there. You can also, I don't know if it's a redirect or not, but georgepetergatsis.com pretty much takes you to everything you've got, right?
Yeah. George, go to the YouTube channel. The book is not available off my domain site anymore. Because,
okay.
Fulfilling kind of stuff,
Yeah. So you ready for me to share?
Okay, go.
This music actually works. Hey, what's that say in the corner?
Kent, I want to see you. Just received another threatening note.
Okay, Mr. White.
Lois, another note from the mad scientist.
Coming in, Chief.
Now listen.
Okay, that's it. I can't spoil you.
Now I got to ask the questions on this though.
Okay.
What do you do when
Go
they're
ahead.
playing the music and talking?
What do you mean?
Well, like that last right before you cut, there was music and they were talking to each other.
Oh,
How do you take?
That wasn't the area of concern.
Okay,
There has been in some episodes where the music was over the area where people were talking, so I was able to sort of close crop the dialogue of what was said, and then I removed the music before and after it,
okay.
and I listened to the words that were spoken, and if most of the time I was able to sample the words from another episode where there was no music.
Whoa.
And then I just placed it into the same time frame where I need to drop in new music and reposition words.
So you would if they said like how's it going, George? And there was music playing, you'd cut it, find a how's and an it and a going and a George, from elsewhere, and then bring those together and
then level out the dialogue, make sure the pitch is the same, and give it realistic timing,
right.
not computer timing. Like it's perfect. Each spoken word has a perfect distance between them. No. I gapped it with realistic timing of the human voice, and then I re-rendered, and you can't tell that it was audio from someplace else.
I didn't know if maybe you just downloaded the audio and then you went to an equalizer and like you started turning things down until like the music sort of faded out and
that doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Because I know YouTube has a beta version of it that's supposed to do that. I've not used it yet, but plenty of times I've gotten.
But what YouTube has is they have a library of the music, right? And you say, would you like to remove the music? So what they do is the software goes and looks up the music in its library, which has no spoken dialogue over it, and then the software does a negative stamp. So it recognizes the music nakedly without any dialogue over it, and knows where to actually stamp out the audio, and it leaves only the voice behind.
Wow, that's still pretty amazing. But I get a copyright claim every week. Marmalade's little video got a copyright claim, and it wouldn't let me do anything about it, which was okay because it wasn't like everything's gone here. Okay, so like every other Saturday we do the LCS guys, and I know I'm going to get a copyright claim because I do 35 seconds of Elton John's Saturday Night. And every Sunday morning or every Monday morning I get up and it's like, hey, we're, you got a copyright claim. What do you want to do? I'm like, mute the segment. And then I just go on my way and the monetization comes back. But when Marmalade did Comicsgate Pie, they came up and said, hey, we got a copyright claim. I'm like, oh, crap. And they're like, you don't have a choice. It's shared revenue. I could delete the video, but I couldn't mute it. I couldn't trim the segment. They just said, "Yeah, they've decided to share it with you." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine," because the background music was
Well, actually, let's do a little inception, okay?
okay.
I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go back on your timeline, and we're gonna watch, because I did this on purpose.
Okay.
All right, so I'm shared. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, let me try that again.
Where are we going? Oh, wait a second.
That's yours. Give me a sec. Sorry, I shared. I got to share Chrome tab. There we go. All right, now share.
Okay.
All right, this is your show of a few minutes ago. All right, now
This is now.
this is now Critical Blast as
When's now?
5 minutes ago.
When's this?
Yeah. Okay.
I wish I memorized that whole script because I'm ready to do it now.
I know what you're going for. Okay, so watch closely. There's no audio, but watch closely. I put a string of dialogue in the origin story.
Okay.
Right, but this is the original origin story where he grew up in an orphanage. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause it with every statement.
Okay.
Right. Far away in outer space,
Yes.
a young child is whisked to a spaceship and rocketed away from a dying planet.
Now you added this.
Yeah. To the planet Earth, where he grows up in an orphanage. Oh, the slide before is quicker than a speeding bullet. Right, more fabulous than plane propellers.
Wait a second now, George. This is the original Superman, not the new one. The new one's fabulous. This one,
I know. Give me a sec. I mean, I did this on purpose, right?
Okay.
This is just for your audience. The people that are going to be watching this, they're going to go, wait a minute, and they're going to say, then they're going to go, I want to go back and play this. All right, this is just for your audience, right? So more fabulous than plane propellers. More conducting than lightning. Oh, wait. Let's go back. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Let's see if I can step it. Where he grows up in an orphanage. Oh, wait a minute.
That was a big step.
Yeah, that was a big step. Quicker, more conducting than lightning.
I saw water, something or other.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Let's.
This is time travel. Just don't go past where we are now. I don't want to know what's coming.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Rocket away, dying planet, to the planet Earth, where he grows up.
You spelled orphanage wrong.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh, son of a gun. Okay. More winded than a hurricane. Actually, you know what? Give me a sec. Let me just.
He grew up in an orphanage.
Let me, hold a sec. You know what? I'll share the file off my computer, because then I can actually scrub through it without a problem.
We're going to do some editing on the fly here, folks.
Share screen. There we go.
We're back. All right.
So
supercut presentation.
All right. So here we go. Here we go. And let's see. And rocket away from a dying planet. Right. The planet Earth. He grows up in an orphanage. Really? Son of a gun.
PHANAGE.
Son of a gun. Okay. Quicker than a bullet.
Yep.
More fabulous than plane propellers. More conducting than lightning. able to change water into ice,
Yep.
more winded than a hurricane, more powerful than a speeding train wreck, able to beat tall buildings in hopscotch, and then brace yourself for a great guy, and truth, justice, and the American way.
Yes.
And by the way, if you notice, I actually redid the cape.
I didn't notice that you redid the cape.
Yeah, that's a brand new animated cape.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
that...
that's the opening credits. Here's the closing credits. Right here. That orphanage thing is going to kill me, man. But you know what? I'm going to leave it.
Leave it there.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it.
Why not? Because you know, if anybody copies this, it's going to be the Chinese anyway, and
Yeah.
they wouldn't have spelled it right in the first place.
Yeah. And here's the ending.
Superman 1941.
Oh, by the way, amazing thing to note. I did the supercuts like this a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I posted them on YouTube, and of course, I got copyright notices.
Of course.
I posted on BitChute, and no copyright notices, right?
Right.
And then a few years later, I noticed that somebody on Amazon is selling the Fleischer Superman cartoons, and they packaged them up in the same bundle that I've done, where I took all 17 episodes and I organized them into the criminals, the spies, the mad scientists, the monsters, and the creatures.
Right. So somebody put them into the same categories. Yeah, I know. I noticed the flag was blowing one direction and the cape was going back and forth.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Like, and yeah, folks, if you like these old movies things here, go to George's YouTube channel, because he does do the MST3K with guests, sometimes me, and frequently Denali and Jason from Sci-Fi for Me have been joining up.
Hargrave. Let's not forget Hargrave.
Can't forget Hargrave.
Yeah.
But you've been doing a lot of these
half a year.
The serials now. Yeah.
Half a year. The so far we've done 54 shows. Fridays and Saturdays.
Yep.
Absolutely exciting.
I did it twice.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Last year was for Christmas, and I remember we put up Santa Claus versus the Devil. Great public domain film, by the way.
Wasn't The Martians?
That was the other one, but there's Santa Claus versus the Devil.
Wow.
It was made in Mexico. And I got copyright notice from Facebook on it. YouTube didn't do it, but Facebook tried to do it. And I was like, yeah, it's right here. Here's when it came out. It's public domain. And I actually won. I was kind of surprised. Oh, there's an idea, Hex Allen. Have a show where you just put up all these NFTs and make fun of them.
Did you see my NFTs?
I've seen your NFTs. I haven't bought any of them yet. I'm kind of waiting until see if I get enough money for Christmas bonuses.
Well, if my NFTs are epic.
I know.
Like $1.2 million. In real money.
In real money.
2.4 million and 4.8 million.
That's only like 1,000 Bitcoin.
300, 600, and 900 Ethereum.
Oh, you went with the Ethereum. Okay. That's
yeah.
I apologize to everybody for what the market's doing in crypto, because every time it dips and I think it's coming back, I throw another $50 in it, which does nothing but to drive it down further. So I'm the whole cause for whatever's gone on the past 2 weeks here. It was me. I did that.
You're crashing the cryptocurrency market.
I'm crashing the cryptocurrency. My money is heavy. Anything I put my money into crashes, and as soon as I pull my money out, it rises like a hot air balloon. Seriously though, My stocks do the same thing. It was like 97, and I got first into the stock market outside of, like a 401k kind of thing. And I bought like a couple of shares of Music Land, and it went up 4 times from what I bought. I'm like, this is easy. I'll be rich in no time. So, I sold that and it went back down. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to put this in real companies now. I diversified my portfolio. Same year, 97, I put it into Marvel Entertainment Group,
You son of a gun.
LA Gear, and Levitt's Furniture.
And what happened?
All 3 of them went bankrupt.
They went belly up. Are you kidding me?
They all went bankrupt. Boom, boom, and boom. And you know what? I didn't even want to make money with the Marvel. I invested in the Marvel because at that time, if you were a stockholder in Marvel, the annual report was a comic book. It was like, panels and characters, and they were all saying the things that you would normally see in an annual report from a stock company.
That's cute. I wish I would have dropped a couple of dollars to buy the shares just to get that.
Yeah, that's all I did it for, because it's a collectible at that point.
Yeah, totally. It's totally a collectible.
But they went bankrupt before I could get a report, and so did the other 2 companies. And my thought was that if I were to just like keep the records of that and put them in like a portfolio of their own, I could approach CEOs of mid-sized companies and saying, hey, this is my track record. For $5,000 a year, I won't buy your stock. And if I could get like 10 of them to do that, I could quit work. No, they're paying me $5,000 a year not to invest in their company. I don't see the downside. It's pennies to each of them, and it's insurance. Nice stock portfolio you got there. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it, like me trying to make money out of it.
Yeah. The whole short and going long thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If I were to short a company, they would discover cold fusion the next day. Pops' picture is an NFT. He's got an NFT of Crom, the gremlin troll. He's a troll. Crom the troll.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear the verdict in the Taser case came back negative?
I heard basically we the jury find that we like our windows unshattered.
Yeah.
I wasn't tuning into the Nick Rekieta streams during the whole thing, but I tuned in today just on a lark, and within 5 minutes the jury was walking in. I'm like, oh, I'm here at the right time, and they were all kind of shocked. I was only tangentially aware of the whole thing because we had Dr. Carol Lieberman on just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, nice lady. Great.
Very nice lady. I'd love to have her back. Once I saw the other stuff she was writing about, I'm like, oh, you can come once a month at least. We could talk about stuff. But she brought up the Taser cop case during that as well, and pretty concerned about that she was going to get railroaded because of fear of riots and such because of the mob.
All I know is that judgment basically told every cop in that area to
put in your resume.
Update your resume and get the heck out of Dodge.
Yep, get out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
I also saw. I was flicking the YouTube channels. I saw another court case today. It was Lionel versus General Lee.
Okay.
I know you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Yes. The Lionel trains? No.
Yeah. Oh boy. Look at that. We have to make a CG investor report.
Yes, a CG investor report. That'd be. There's enough data out there to do it. You know, should I invest in CG super chats? You know, if somebody had just basically recorded all I'd love for somebody to record and just start adding up super chats for any one person through the course of a year, and just to see if they made more in super chats than they did in comic, because it's hard when the chats are turned off afterwards. I know my chats, I could probably turn them back on or have them turned on. I don't know. There's so much I don't do with YouTube, George, that I'm probably leaving money on the table. I got paid by Google the other day.
Oh yeah, $100. You hit the $100 threshold.
I hit the $100 threshold, and they said, "Hey, tell us what bank you want to put it in." And I'm like, "This one." And 3 days later, they put a penny in it. And I said, "Yeah, that's the one." And the next day, they put all the money in it. So I should, you know, I'll get another one in June.
3 days.
No, it took me 6 months to get $100.
Oh, jeez.
And that's with like all the ads and super chats. And I had some nice super chats from people who, you know, pop in now and then. And because I don't push it. It's there. And, you know, if something's interesting in the chat, I'm gonna read it anyway. So people know not to have to give me money for it. But I will say, you know, that we do have keychains and stickers and patches, and those all go out as a little thank you gift to anybody who becomes a member of the channel. We have membership. We have members, and it's only 99 cents a month because I didn't feel like putting up tiers because, you know, I'm not going to make trading cards and such like that. I'm not an artist, but the option was there. I took advantage of it.
No, you can make trading cards.
Well, I could have somebody else make trading cards.
No,
but
you don't have to. You're doing okay. All yeah. There you go. Now you're thinking. Think big. Think big.
Think bigger.
Just put a little piece of text in front of it, or, you know, copy and paste Marmalade over the background, and you're done.
I know what you're saying. I should do some Marmalade trading cards, and I bet people would like Marmalade trading cards.
Yeah, Marmalade with hats, you know, a desert scene. Marmalade with a scarf, you know, a winter scene.
Marmalade fighting Cthulhu
with a fishbowl over his head, you know, space scene. You know, but Marmalade's always the same. It's just you change the scarf, the hat, or the fishbowl.
Put him in front of the green screen and take pictures.
Yeah,
that would work. I finally figured out how to get him to sit up when I wanted to have his picture taken. I just get a empty paper towel roll, and I was right up the old backside there, and that gets his attention. And he sits up nice and straight.
You can even do Marmalade bathing suit. You know, hell, you can even do Marmalade bathing suit calendar and come out with it on time.
Yes. So yeah, you know, a calendar that you can actually start on January 1st.
Yes.
There's what? Okay. You've got my gears rolling now. So if I were to in June, find like
why start in January? You can do a calendar that starts in March.
Okay,
March to March.
You are about the size of a 3-year-old. But the you got the. So if I were to find like 3-year-old costumes, of superheroes, Marvel, DC.
Yep, they're available on Amazon.
Yeah,
I'm that man.
And then I could put him in front of the green screen in different poses.
Yep.
And sorry, go back there. And have a Marmalade cosplay calendar.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I will.
Yeah.
Folks in the chat, tell me, would you back a Marmalade cosplay calendar? I've got to know.
And it's print on demand, so that way you never carry inventory.
Exactly. I'll do an Indiegogo. I'll set it for $500 minimum.
And then you know what the great gag is, you know, like say you know, your Indiegogo ends, you know, you deliver say in March or April.
Right.
Your calendar starts on delivery day. But then say you make the calendar available again in June or July. You just roll over and your calendar starts June, July.
I bought this calendar in September and it starts in October.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
October to October, July to July, September to September.
So everybody who doesn't get the joke, when does Anna's calendar fulfill? Do we know?
I have no idea.
I'm going to find out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about, George. Well, it just so happens that our conversations happen to be coinciding completely coincidentally, with no malice aforethought, but a lot of mischief. With a certain campaign.
Here's a story of a certain campaign, which was crowdfunded here in Indiegogo. It
had 4 months to get its money. Okay,
like
here we go. Speaking
calendar,
of cosplay, speaking of cosplay, I'm going to have Kara Nicole on the stream here soon.
I'd love to do a Joe King crossover with her trading card. That'd be awesome. I just have Joe King looking at her with his tongue, like out, like a Bugs Bunny. Hello, nurse.
A 2-part trading card. I like it. I bet we could, work with her on being, in front of a green screen, in her, trademark Power Girl costume.
It doesn't have to be a green screen. I can clip her out and then you form. And that's all technical. So where we going? Where are we going with this? We're going somewhere. Yes.
TSWG cosplay calendar, because they probably can't say Star Wars on something they actually print. So these are.
So, do we know how many what people are expecting?
Well, 1,200 of them. 1,193. Might as well say 1,200 have been our backers. It's a lot of backers. Going solo. I don't know what that is. Let me click on it and see. That's single issue of the 2022 calendar,
which is in about 8 days.
Yes. I don't see. You know what I don't see on this? I don't see a shipping date.
Of course. That's because it's probably shipping right now.
You think? I wonder if it is. I really, truly wonder. It was finished backing on December 18th. It certainly has time to be printed, but delivered. All photos subject to change. What's in the calendar? Hopefully, days of the month and everything. So here's all her character announcements. She's not showing any images on the page.
Okay, so scroll down until you see an actual image.
That's the bottom of the page, George.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is the image we get.
Okay.
Well, it looks like it's still loading. Why is it loading so slowly?
Wait a minute. Did she put the high-res files on the page, or is it your internet's bandwidth?
It must be bandwidth, but I'm on an Ethernet cable plugged directly into the router, and I've got 11 megabits speed. I'll reload it, see if I can't get a better connection. But wow, she might have put the higher photos on here, but still. I wonder if they're all going to be this black curtain background. Oh, see, that one finished loading.
Is that photoshopped? It looks like it's photoshopped.
It's got to be. You think the costume is Photoshop? Page unresponsive. Wait. Let's hope that she's just mailing it now. Okay, yeah. Not to be too Cecilistic, but that's nice booty. That's not salacious. That is objective. That's fact, folk. It's a good costume too, though. A lot of cosplayers now. It's really easy because there's that company that just like prints right onto spandex, and you can have your own costume done. They'll just send you the pattern and say paint your costume on here, and then send it to us, and then they'll sew it back all together. Okay, so it loaded faster this time. So we got the picture of Rogue. We got the picture of Rogue with no jacket on, and then. Okay. Oh, look at this. Here we got Battle Angel, not Battle Angel Lita, just Battle Angel. Selena Kyle, which anybody could be named that. Aggressive Negotiations. I didn't know I did not know that she was built that way.
You mean?
But again, I've not watched a lot of streams. Yeah. Poison Ivy.
You didn't know she was built like a girl?
I knew she was built like a girl. I didn't know she was built like a girl. Here's Princess Leia. TOS Terran Empire, the original series. Oh, okay. Federation Officer, let's call it that. Which is you got a tribble on your shoulder, but you're not dressed like any particular character. You just put on a white wig. Something that would definitely not be regulation on the ship. Lois Lane.
All right, she looks like she looks like one of those cosplay girls.
Yeah, well, she's a cosplayer.
Nico something, I forgot what her name is.
Oh, I'm thinking of Petite Nico, but you might be thinking of
there's a girl who looks almost like that, and she's like half Japanese, half English.
Yeah, probably Petite Nicole. This is not a bad Lois Lane. It took me a second to figure out why does she really look like Lois Lane when Lois Lane is just but it's the Superman animated series costume.
Yeah, this is classic Lois Lane.
Yeah. So, nice. Jaina Solo, who never got a movie appearance and should have. Stretch goals. Not a stretch goal on there. I mean, that's stretch goal or, alternate stretch goals. All backers will receive a print. Okay, well, this is kind of cool. You're going to get a print of everything up through June. You didn't send her enough money to get prints of everything else. So get this print or the cover. Okay. Let's see here. Print of alternate. They're kind of out of order. But there will be prints. It's not a bad Catwoman costume. When I say not a bad one, I mean it's a really good Catwoman costume.
That's not bad.
No.
That's the first one that I've seen. Actually, no, that's the second one I've seen that's screen accurate.
Might be. I don't know. This one's
the Catwoman and the Star Trek one.
Yeah, the Star Trek one's not screen accurate though, is it? No.
That's original series.
Yeah, but nobody on the original series wore that uniform. Not in Starfleet. They, the Jim Lee Rogue is nice. It's a good costume.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's Photoshop now or whether it's just a really shiny green
Oh no, that would definitely. I would Photoshop the extra polish in that for
Yeah,
sure.
probably is. Probably is. Um, there's a lot of photoshopping that has to go on cosplay photography.
Oh heck yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
we did every month do a bombshell of the month, which was cosplay person, uh, and this is the last month we're doing it because, quite honestly, I got tired of trying to find somebody every single month. So this will be the last one. But we've had some people who've come across as cosplayers who were just getting into it, who are like tens of thousands of followers on Instagram now that I'd never be able to approach now. But some of them were doing. I had one who was Captain Marvel in flight next to a jet plane in the air. I was like, "How did you?" Never mind. It's a cool freaking shot.
Wow,
Much better
that's
than just standing in front of a green screen and posing like this.
so they probably you only live once, right? They probably jumped off a building. They had a couple of photographers.
Catch it the first. You get it in one take.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't think you're going to get to use January on this. I just don't. Um,
Oh well. Oh, so what
well,
other Kickstarter stuff is out there? I mean, we start off with talking about Kickstarter.
let me find out. We've done this before, and I came out of the show with a lot of people to talk to the next month. So
Oh,
Kickstarter.
you know what? As a public service announcement, I got something for you.
Okay, PSAs. We do those.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll share screen, and I think you'll like this PSA. Okay, let's share screen. I haven't shared this in a long time.
Yep. There were only 7 months of photos. We assume that she's going to do all 12. But...
All right, ready?
Ready. Wait, what?
There.
Thank you, meat-eating vegans, for doing your part. Kickstarter comics. So under comic books, they have like one featured comic, which is Sparks and the Fallen Star Deluxe Hardback Edition. I have no idea why it's featured. Let's find out why it's featured. I'll click on it. What the hell? Why not? Take your time, Kickstarter. It's not like I have any place to be.
It was Hirenberg. Yeah, coral aren't plants. They're animals. I know. and you know that, but the vegans don't know that.
Yeah, the vegans don't know that. So this, wow, why was this a project we love? I mean, it's done well. It's got 4 days to go. It's got 234 backers, but it's $8,500 of a $1,300 goal, which means it was probably, yeah, it's a European comic, so it had a 1,000-pound goal, and it went 6.5 times over that. Okay, if that's what it takes to become the number one recommend on the comics page, 6.5 times is the magic number. But what do we got? What do we got?
On Kickstarter, you can have your goal as low as, I think it was like a couple of dollars.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Indiegogo's like the minimum is 500.
Yeah, I know. But on Kickstarter, there's a guy who actually, you can search here on Kickstarter. First, search no phone.
No phone?
No phone. NO space phone.
No phone.
Yeah.
Well, like no motor cars, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe.
It's primitive as can be.
Okay, so what am I looking for?
Okay. Keep going. There's somewhere in here. There's a Kickstarter campaign called the No Phone, where basically it's just a piece of plastic, and that's what they crowdfunded. A piece of plastic in the shape of a phone, shape of an iPhone. It doesn't take messages. It's indestructible. You can use it to hit somebody over the head with.
Could be talking on it.
Yeah. Okay. These are all active campaigns. You probably have to search it through YouTube, Google to find it.
Yeah, probably. Let's see here. No phone site Kickstarter.
Just no phone Kickstarter. Okay,
Oh, no.
sure.
Gentlemen, ladies, if you want to go directly to where you're looking, enter site : the domain name you want to search, and Google will direct itself to there. This is something I actually had to teach at work one day. The No Phone Air from November 23rd, 2016.
Yeah, that's the one.
Pre-order today. It's like nothing you've ever seen. This is the No Phone Air, George.
Yeah, this is the updated version.
This is the Air one.
And people and look, where's the campaign? Look how much they raised.
$563 to help bring this project to life. The No Phone Air. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to reshare because we want to hear the campaign, right? This
but
sounds
you gotta also see the original No Phone. Oh my God, it absolutely. That was a plastic case. You get a plastic case.
You get a plastic, nothing but air inside. Okay, here's the No Phone Zero from September 2015.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
The No Phone Zero is a plastic rectangle that replaces the need. Okay. Click here to order.
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, just scroll down. Yeah, how much?
This made $1,239.
Yeah, there you go.
had to spend more than $1,200 on the video. Introducing the least advanced
Now you scroll down and you'll see the features.
has 0 features. Plastic rectangle for people who are addicted to rectangular devices. You know someone who needs no phone, give them a no phone. If it isn't a no phone 0, it isn't a plastic. With a thin, light, and completely wireless design, the No Phone 0 acts as a surrogate to any smart rectangle device, enabling you to always have a rectangle of smooth, cold plastic to clutch without foregoing any potential engagement with your direct environment. Never again experience the unsettling feeling of flesh on flesh when closing your hand. They've got a website.
Yeah.
How do I use the No Phone 0? Add a movie. Hold the No Phone 0 in your hand. Watch the movie. At the bar, keep the No Phone 0 near you. Have a conversation with a human being. It feels like a smartphone in my pocket, but it's just a plastic rectangle. I can now eat food without taking photos of it. Thanks, No Phone. Not a real phone. Because of the No Phone, I haven't drunk texted my ex-boyfriend in 1 whole year. Frequently asked questions. Does the No Phone 0 have a 3D touchscreen? No. Does it have a 4K video camera? No. Does it have a metallic rose gold exterior? No. Is it a plastic rectangle? Yes. Is this a joke? No. Are you sure this isn't a joke? Yes.
Beautiful.
Challenges, though. It did have challenges. One potential challenge is that development could take longer than expected. To guard against this, we've intentionally set a generous timeline for the development stage of the process based on where we currently stand. We hope we'll finish sooner, but we want to allow plenty of time in case it's needed. November 2000. I would love to know who's got one. This is the pet rock of the.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's also another Kickstarter project, potato salad. I mean, really, look it up. Potato salad.
No, there's not.
The guy wanted to make himself a potato salad, so he crowdfunded a potato salad on Kickstarter.
Did he Kickstarter or did he go fund it? I said, I want potato salad.
Yeah, it's Kickstarter.
Okay. Cookie salad's better than potato salad. If potato salad can raise $50,000, why can't I for music? Coleslaw, a potato salad alternative.
It's one of these is the real thing. I don't know which one it is.
It's going to be one of the 186 that come after it.
Yeah, just Google it.
Because everybody started using potato salad in their search terms.
Yeah, that's right. But one of them actually did reference it correctly. Yeah, the guy made like $50,000 plus.
Wow. For potato salad. Okay. My mouse is probably going to need a new battery because it's giving me that whole I'm not going to move business. Starter.com. It better not be porn. Potato salad by Zach Danger Brown.
It sounds correct.
August 16th, 2016. I'm making potato salad.
That's it. That's the one. Look at how much he crowdfunded.
He made $55,000.
Yeah, go down. Read the campaign.
I'm changing this all to English. Okay, here we go. History. Basically, I'm just making potato salad. I haven't decided what kind yet. Potato salad behind the scenes. Okay. Play the video.
We face a paradox when we design to make the cutting edge familiar and the familiar cutting edge and vice versa. But if we can overcome these challenges, we can make a product without compromise. When we set out to make a potato salad, we couldn't say yes to every ingredient. And there are 1,000 no's. Yes. Every ingredient had to have a reason to be there. And we had to ask ourselves, what's important here? Consistency, taste, texture.
Hair.
We set out to redefine what a side dish should be. And together, we're building a movement. Probably.
That's okay. Yeah, 55,000. This is the natural successor to things like Ghost in the Jar. Do you remember Ghost in a Jar?
Yeah, I remember Ghost in the Jar. Yeah.
Sold on eBay. And you would think
but,
that, you know,
no, it wasn't just Ghost in the Jar. Do you remember the guy who was selling on eBay the time machine, and he copy and pasted himself into like photographs of Ben Franklin and all that stuff.
yes, I do. I remember that. Oh God, when the Wild West of the internet was unregulated and people could just make money. But from the Ghost in the Jar, we've gone to a lady, and Mandy was talking about this last night on the on Comics Babes. What the Babes Gate? I don't know what the name of her show is. It's not her show. I think it's all of them together. But some reality star person ish from 90 Day Fiance is selling her farts in a jar. Yes, it's real. It's true. Actually backed up. She's selling farts in a jar. And great. I don't know what kind of jar she's using. Is it a baby food jar? Is it like a Big Bell jar? Does she fill it? Well, yeah, but I get the bag of broken glass, but that was really bad toys. I don't know. Is she gonna go economy size? Is she gonna like get some Ziploc bags and sell like poot in a pouch? I don't know. We are crazy. Sometimes, George, I realize that we're nothing more than monkeys with car keys.
Well, these campaigns that actually make money and they have delivered, quite starkly illustrate, no pun intended, that you should have fun with your campaign and just deliver. I mean, a potato salad, a no phone air.
Yeah.
Fart in a jar. I mean, another guy was selling a time machine. He was literally selling it. You know what? Let's look it up. eBay. Google it. eBay time machine. That was absolutely. I mean, just his proof that the time machine worked was absolutely hilarious. He said, "No, this is not Photoshop," and you clearly see it's Photoshop image.
I'm not finding it because there's a lot of people selling the movie.
Oh, jeez, that's bad.
So is the Time Machine Plus legit?
I know I had archived it a long time ago, but
yeah, there's a movie and then there is a watch called the Time Machine. So yeah, we're not gonna find it unfortunately here.
Yeah.
But we were looking at comic books. And Epithet Erased, Prison of Plastic. Yeah, she kind of reminds me of Cookies and Scream, Raven Monroe's work there.
That looks like, what do you call that thing? Cal Arts?
No, that's better than Cal Arts. that's
Yeah,
it's, there's too much detail in that hand, and it has all 5 fingers. Um,
oh yes, it does.
and the mouth is not an open bean mouth, so we won't want to lay that on them yet. Oh, wait a second, where's the rest of the comic book at here? Why am I not seeing comic books? I want to see comic books. So, maybe I'm just on Kickstarter.com now, and they know that I look at comic books, so they put it on the front page now, first and foremost. So, looking at comics and illustration, we get that Sparks thing, and then we scroll down. Okay, so we got The Masters #1, a classic superhero versus supervillain comic. Well, there's an elevator pitch. Let's see. What's it about? It's a superhero versus villain. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've seen this one.
That's a Neil Adams Batman design. Guy.
Oh yeah, that's definitely that's a stolen cover from here. Let's this was the Batman annual. Yeah, homage. In fact, it even says after Jim Aparo.
Oh yes, it was Jim Aparo. That's right. Sorry, Neil. You're good, but Jim Aparo. Well, it's Jim.
Well, Jim Aparo is one of the definitive Batman artists.
Heck yeah.
Surreal Ordeal, Graffiti, Panorama, Monsieur Petit Renard, and The Clerk. Hey, we don't even have to think about it now. There it is. This was one of them oversized things.
Treasury edition.
Treasury edition, yeah, for $1. God.
13 by 12, I think it was. It was just beautiful.
I think I've actually talked to this guy. I think. This
is Justice League.
Justice League Europe.
Yes. There you go.
There it is. Yep. I like them covers. Oh, Pat Broderick's on this. No wonder I was familiar with it. Yeah. That's how I've seen it, because Mike Barron sent me over to take a look at it. That's how I met that book. Oh. Let's see what other books are out here on Kickstarter. Since Kickstarter apparently delivers, Kickstarter books deliver. You want a book that you're actually going to get with Kickstarter. That's what we're being told. Nightmare Fuel. Monsters are real when giant corporations try to turn them into money. What happens next is Nightmare Fuel. Okay.
So
Valak.
It's a reverse Monsters Inc.
Yeah, sounds like it. We're going to take the monsters and turn them into fuel. Valak, the Sorcerer's Revenge. The origin story of Valak. You know what? I'm of the mind that first issues shouldn't be origin stories. Get us interested in the character first, and then we'll want to know why he's that way. I think origin stories should come like around issue 7 or 8.
No, origin stories should come. Okay, there's 2 ways to go about this. One is you jump in, guns blazing, and then eventually you'll find out what's going on, or you actually start with the origin story and then you build up to it, build up to guns blazing. But that the timing is slow.
Yeah.
And you may lose your audience, because most of the audience, they want guns blazing.
Kickstarter's headed for. You're not going to show me comic books? That was it. I asked you to show me all the comics.
Right there. Click for more. The right corner, top right corner. There you go.
Is that what that says? Why am I in Spanish? Descubre más. Descubre más. Okay. Libros de historietas, proyectos, Juan Tierra, ordenado al rezar. I'm
So
sure
there's
I've
like
got Spanish people in my
7,000.
audience that are saying that motherfucker, he's just messing with our language.
There's 7,000. There's 7,000 comics in here.
I was gonna say I thought there were more than that on Kickstarter. No, they're getting fulfilled quickly. There's not many of them that have to do. What did I skip here? The latest story. I'm not even hooked by the title of your book. HISMWTC and Other Tales from Freshman Year. A young woman discovers her college professor is running an escort service. We going into this one. We're going into this one, George. It's made $11,000 so far. So
Well, the art looks all right. The concept's okay.
waiting
let's
for
look
it to
at the
load so I
campaign.
can click the video. Yep. Let's let.
Oh, change to English. Change to English.
I'm going to, yes. Since it's letting me. Why do you think I'm in Spanish, guys? What the hell? I typed in Kickstarter.com. Okay, now go away. A new thriller from the writer of White Ash and Galarian.
Of course,
Okay.
I remember that book well. Not.
They're both of them, yes. Eisner Award winner, surely.
Of course, I remember that. Reward night well. Not.
Yeah. Charlie Stickney, with a lowercase s, has made 9 projects and has sponsored 494 of them. So the man is into the business. Let's get props where props are due. What the?
You pressed too much.
No, I didn't do anything. There's nothing under here.
Hit the campaign part.
Bell?
This is like an episode of the Penguins. You just press the button that unmutes you. Just press the button that unmutes you.
Okay. There.
We can't hear you. Just press the button that unmutes you.
Okay.
All right, scroll down slowly. Oh, the art looks.
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
what the acronym's for. How I Slept My Way Through College.
Oh,
And
nice.
Other Tales from my freshman year. So.
Yeah, that's legit, and that looks like Downton Abbey. Even more legit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's college hookers in Downton Abbey. Dig those shoes. Dig those platform shoes. Never mind her, 8-inch spike. She's
Superfly.
yeah. This is obviously set in the 70s. The game, Galarian. Nothing in English for me to read, even though her name's Stephanie Green. I think parties are stupid. Big essentials and laptop. Okay. Smartwatch. Her name's Carolyn Stone. Mistress. Oh, she's a mistress. Okay. She got more interesting all of a sudden.
Da, 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 da.
When she's around type things. We want to read this. When she has never mind. She's got her hair combed over to the side. Elena Moreno. Margot Robbie attitude. Oh dear God. Haley Krueger. Short hair, but we can arrange some wigs. Simple style. This would be the professor. Professor Thatcher, best teacher ever, runs an escort service of college girls. This is Professor Humbert. We're getting into the tantalizing 12-page preview. Checking your breath. Come on. Yeah, she got Tic Tacs, crunching them, being told to stand. Told to pose. Crazy Cruella de Vil is giving her orders. Man is in trance, woman in red. Apparently he's a date. He's swooning. Not a great conversationalist. Pop, 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 pop those buttons. The shirt is so tight. So naturally, and then she's realized, oh, that was just stupid. Now my shirt's all open. Kick the door open into a party with your shirt all torn open. Trips into the pool, or is tripped in the pool. Oh, and all this time, he's been wearing a green ring. She said, don't tell me you're a cop. Oh, okay. He's challenging her about the tripping. She said, did you just who me, please? Now, Roger, Alan Scott, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, don't tell me you're a Kyle Rayner guy. Excuse me? You're Green Lantern ring, right? What? I don't know what you're... In brightest day and blackest night, something some Green Lanterns light. Come on, don't leave me all alone on Geek Island. Wow. You know Green Lantern? Well, are you going to answer my question or not? Alan Scott, see, it's actually lantern-shaped. Jordan's was rounder. Oh, he is a geek. He's got that lantern-shaped ring. Old school, classy. Yeah, classy. So you don't think it's too nerdy? It's subtle. Oh, man. She's worth every dollar he just spent, apparently. If I didn't know, I wouldn't know, you know? It's not like you have a big GL power battery on your nightstand, right? No, of course not. They were back-ordered. Oh, and a little bit of skin. He's like, would you come over here? She's like, love to, but, oh, was I too fast? No, I just need, oh, shit. Right. Again, sorry. Just a sec. We good? There's the money. And there's the one word that we knew was going to happen. Okay. Variants. This is literally what it's advertised to be. Okay, yeah. How I slept my way through college. If you are a Green Lantern nerd or comic nerd otherwise, and you want to live these fantasies, there they are. Where's my mouse at? I have no idea how to pronounce your name, sir, but Var.ong, back to you as well, sir. Concept and character remind me a bit of Stepan. You know Stepan Sejic, yeah. Sunstone. Wonder if it gets as sexy. I don't know. It looked like they were getting into sexy positions, but I don't know. I wasn't. The art is okay. The faces didn't get me. Very angular. Warbound, an immortal anti-hero on a quest for revenge. Pass. Ex Machina, spelled incorrectly.
Yeah, that's right.
The futuristic holiday horror comedy comic. Can Santa save Christmas from a robot uprising? If you want to get a good Christmas comic like that, then you want to go out and get Bric-a-Brac. I did, and I think you should too. Dig number 1, thrilling 64-page crime horror one-shot sink tale. No idea what any of those words meant together. A vigilante's traumatic past is revealed when an unstoppable new enemy threatens his future. Born of Blood. I know this one. How did the Spartans continue throughout history? It begins in 200 BC when when Giaris, the future queen of... this is from Merc Magazine, which means that this one is looking at if you're familiar with Merc Magazine. I am familiar with Merc magazine. I said English before. Why do you keep going back to Spanish? I'm not going to read all these words in Spanish. $64,000. Well done. Who the heck is it that runs Merc magazine? Heroinberg knows. I've gotten some of their books. Got their T-shirt. Merc is back with a new series, Born of Blood, and they did it to me again. Belle.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. This is can't think of a name. He done Batman. He done. Wow. Kickstarter just doesn't want to display tonight. I don't know why. Yeah, I've got Miss Meow. I've got Death Rage. I've had them on the show. I've had their PR person on the show before. Murphy. She was fun to talk to. But I can't recall who the guy is that runs this thing. And I knew his name when I heard it, but he was a bad girl artist that used to do work for DC. All right, you know what? The computer is just not cooperating tonight, so let's just shut it down.
All right.
George, what else are you working on, man? Anything people need to know about?
No, that's it. That's it. Just polishing it up, getting ready to dump everything to the printer, and then send it all directly to you.
Cool.
I won't see. There's going to be two print runs. You know, the Indiegogo print runs and the longtime backers print runs. I won't see the Indiegogo and website print runs because they're just going to go directly to you.
Cool. That's the best way to do it.
The longtime audience print runs will be sent directly to me because they get the stuff that goes directly for them, packaged up.
Have you figured out how you want the packaging done for the ship itself? Is it going out in parts for assembly, or is it going to come assembled?
I'm not sure. I think it will go. I think it will go as assembled. I think it will be assembled because it will be
even
easier.
That big one.
Huh?
Even that big one.
Well, the big one's going to be in a big box. Yeah, but the number of people who ordered the big one are not as many as the number of people who get the small one.
Yeah, and we're going to have to play around to get the best shipping price on this because I don't know yet whether it's going to be cheaper to ship the ship at.
Oh, it will be the ship
priority.
the ship by itself and the comic books by themselves.
Okay.
The comic books, original art, and trading cards in one package, and that gets shipped, and then the spaceship would be a separate
All right.
package.
Well, the cool thing is,
we can get a price on both of them, but on a technical level, I don't see it's being cheaper.
well, we'll find out because bundling them together is not a problem. I'll figure that one out. But fortunately, I use Pirate Ship, and yeah, this is the thing. I talked about this last night. Your boy Zach did a video the other day where he's like, people have been asking for tracking numbers, and we hadn't been doing it. I'm like, how are you not doing tracking numbers? You have to go out of your way to turn them off because usually you couldn't even get tracking on media, and now it's just there. The only thing you don't get tracking on is if you lick a stamp and put it on an envelope. It's you don't track that. But Pirate Ship, everything I send out not only does it have tracking numbers on it, but because we have the email addresses from the pledges, they just go. Jamie Tyndall, thank you. Yes, Jamie Tyndall is the guy behind Merc magazine and those comics. And I just had my Miss Meow shirt on the other day.
Oh yeah, he also is. His first statue is coming out.
Ooh, who's a statue of?
Jamie Tyndall's White Widow.
Ah, okay. That's a good book too. That's separate from Merc Magazine. That's Absolute Comics. Um, that's been a fun book to read. White Widow. I don't know if it's not on our list of best comics of 2021. That's the other thing that's going to get me busy real quickly here, George, is I've been taking nominations for, best movie. Okay, I said best show the other day in Twitter and freaked everyone out because they knew it was comics, so they started nominating YouTube shows. Like, no. Somebody else is doing that. But we're going to have our best of 2021 voting in January for best movie actor, best series, used to be TV show, but all the streaming stuff got in the way, best series actor, and then best comic writer, best comic artist, and finally our final bombshell of the year from our 12 contestants who will be in there. So that's how I'll be ending my year, is putting those voting sheets together and having them go off on January 1st, vote all month long. And then in February, we start announcing it, and people will get, I'll order the, somewhere I've got one around here. Anyway, we've got medals. We do medals now, and we engrave the back of them. So they're nice looking medals. They're better than the trophies we used to give out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And they've got the the Critical Blast logo printed on the metal. It's imbued into the metal. I had one just hanging here the other day. Now, where did it go? I know I took it down to, I cleaned the other day, believe it or not. I got real domestic. And I took it down from where it was hanging, and then I didn't hang it back up. So I made a different kind of mess, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. What was I saying before that? Doesn't matter, I guess. What time can people tune in tomorrow for the big long stream of Christmas movie magic?
It's going to start as soon as we're done the show.
Really? Just going to kick it off and let it go?
Yeah,
good for 24 hours?
No, it's gonna go for the next 2-3 days.
Whoa!
I mean the entire loop is about 26 hours.
Does YouTube not cut you off after so long?
I have no idea. Let's find out.
Okay, because I thought they used to cut you off at 8.
I've done 12.
Wow. Okay. Well, never mind then. George, thanks for popping by and spending some time. Appreciate you being here. It's always a good conversation, even if we don't know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we have no clue.
No clue, no agenda. I got a comic. That's what I was going to show. I got a comic in the mail today. Look at that. Speaking of, Miskatonic High number 13 came in today.
Oh, that looks like a good one.
They've all been good ones. And this is the end of the long arc they've been doing. I had the guys who did Lovecraft PI on last week. And what's interesting is that they did a crossover between their stuff. They did like a 2-part crossover of Miskatonic High and Lovecraft PI, and one published one and one published the other. But what was really cool about it was that they made the story canon to each of their universes. So it's not like, Marvel versus DC when they can't talk about it.
That's great. That's like McFarlane and Batman crossover, which McFarlane made the event in his Spawn comic, canon.
Yeah.
Where Batman threw the batarang.
Caught him in the eye.
Right smack in the head.
He kept the scar. Yeah. I think the closest DC's ever done to that is they've referenced the Justice League Avengers crossover that Kurt Busiek and George Perez did.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did, just briefly.
Very briefly. Cosmic Cube or some sort of thing. Anyway, fun stuff. We will be back tomorrow night. Am I on tomorrow night? I don't know. I think I'm on tomorrow night. Yeah, somebody's going to be here tomorrow night. And I don't know. Can't find my calendar because I turned it over and it didn't look like a calendar anymore. Tomorrow, we'll be talking with David Feed tomorrow, who's doing Red Eyes. Red Eyes is at the printer and just waiting for paper to get there. And then it's going to come here to me where I will put it with these 5 boxes of. He sent all the prints. I've got tons of original artwork here
Oh,
that
very
will
nice.
get doled out with these books. Yeah, I got Star Circuit the other day as well. I'm going to spend Saturday, I think, reading. I've got a box, a literal, a mix-em box, bottom to top, filled with crowdfunded books that I've received that I have not had a chance to sit down and read and enjoy. So I might just read them all and then maybe kick off a Saturday afternoon. Let's review these in order and what I thought of them kind of thing. And then while I'm at it, I might just build this little baby. I haven't done a Lego stream in a while, and I've got this Batgirl brickheads thing.
Yeah.
So I like the brickheads. They're kind of cool. I've got a Mandalorian and a Grogu sitting up there. I haven't done any more in a while because
Reasons.
no place to put them
Yeah.
when they're done. I mean, the last one I did was the 1966 Batmobile with Batman and Joker, and I've got that up on a shelf. And I'm like, okay, that's it. There's no more space. there's no place to put anything. But I'll find a place for Batgirl. Batgirl's my girl since I was a 7-year-old kid. Yeah, Yvonne Craig. I knew I was in love with women as soon as I saw her twirl that cape one time. I'm like, I like those.
Yeah.
There was no question.
What is that thing there? Yeah, that's that thing.
Yeah. Those things. I like those. I like those things. Those 2 things in the front.
Yes.
More of those. I want to see more of those. All right, George. I'm calling you Joe tonight because I'm looking at your screen.
It's branding. It's branding. It's working.
When I say Joe, it's GEO. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I know. It's branding. The branding is working.
The branding is working. I'm looking at the face staring at me, and I've got like the body under it this whole time too. So it's like double in my face.
I like that. I like the background like that. It's like you're on one side, I'm on the other side. It's beautiful.
And it worked. And you did that on purpose because when I sent it to you with just marmalade,
it was on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, with Chris Tomilovich's artwork, you overlined it so that it fits more in line with the style of Joe King, and then you flipped him around so that he'd be on this side instead of on the other side.
Yeah.
And I did find the Sesame Street font so that when I spelled out your name and put it in the Sesame Street sign, it would look correct for people who appreciate that kind of attention to detail. That's what I put more effort into the video cards than I do into the actual video itself. I was telling you, I don't do YouTube right. I don't take care of it. I realize once every 6 months that, I should maybe go in and edit these videos and put in like the hashtags that drive them. Put the tags on here. Said, comics, this title, this person, interview, all the keywords. I don't do that. I set up a StreamYard stream and away we go. So that's too much work to be a YouTube star.
Thank you, Herrenberg, for coming. Thank you. I can't even pronounce that one. Marcos.
I don't know. I think it's a spammer.
All right. Thanks, Mike, for coming by. Thank you, Vicky, for coming by. Mr. Yonafui, thank you for coming by. Who else? Scroll all the way up. Pops, thank you for coming by. Exxon, thank you for coming by. Keep scrolling all the way top. We
Four Scope Burt Reynolds.
Yep. And that's it. Chris T. Hero Shack.
Oh, was Chris here and I missed him?
Yeah, he was at the very top.
Oh yeah, he came in 3 hours early. He's like 8 o'clock, and it was 5 when he showed up. So
yeah, thank you everybody for watching the show. Thank you everybody who didn't comment and is watching the show, and thank you everybody who's going to be watching the show on the replay.
Go jump over to George's channel right now and get your Christmas started. And while you were here, as always,